Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back. You ready to start? Today's riddle, I think this is one of my new favorite riddles. Where does spaghetti go to dance? Think about it. And I told that riddle because I'm reading Spaghetti on a Hot Dog Bun, in a hot dog bun. Having the courage to be who you are. It's written by Maria Dismondi, illustrated by Kim Shaw. You ready? It's a good book. Another one of my favorites. I think all books are my favorite. I love to read. The delicious smell of breakfast filled the air. Lucy's grandpa handed her a plate. Lucy smeared ketchup on her toast. She turned to her grandpa and said, "Papa Gino, Harriet said she's never heard of ketchup on toast. Her family uses butter and jelly." It's okay. Not everyone likes the same thing, Lucy. It doesn't mean a person is right or wrong. We're all different. What a boring world it would be if we were all exactly alike. Do you remember what's really important? Papa Gino asked. Yes, Papa. Even if we're different from others on the outside, we all have a heart with feelings on the inside. That's very true. That's my girl. Remember, treat others with love and kindness. You are doing the right thing, Papa Gino replied. On the school bus, Lucy and her friend Harriet pulled out some paper and crayons. Sitting across from them was Ralph. As usual, Ralph sat alone, staring at the window. He looked over at them and rolled his eyes. In the classroom, Lucy sat down near the teacher. Ralph carefully hurried over and tripped on Lucy's foot. Before long, he was glaring at her. Glaring means you're looking at her really angrily. Ralph whispered, "Woof! I can't see the book with this poodle in front of me." Lucy could hear him giggling behind her. Oh no, why did it have to be me, she wondered. During lunch, Harriet shouted one of her silly jokes over the other children's voices. As the girls ate, their bellies shook with laughter. Across the table, Ralph hollered, "Yuck, that's a disgusting smell. Who ever heard of eating spaghetti on a hot dog bun?" You notice that Ralph is alone in most of the pictures? I wonder why. What do you think? Tony and the other children at the table turned away from Ralph, shaking their heads. Ralph continued, "Poor little Lucy with her hair so poofy." Tears filled Lucy's eyes, and she began to cry. On the way home, Lucy thought about what had happened. Maybe Ralph is mean to me because he thinks being different is bad. I wish he would stop teasing me. Slowly, Lucy stepped off the bus. "How was your day?" Papa Gino asked. "Fine," Lucy mumbled. Papa reached over and pulled a crayon out of her hair. "How did this happen?" Lucy didn't say a word. That night, as Papa Gino tucked Lucy into bed, he asked, "Is everything all right at school?" Lucy rolled over. He sat down and whispered, "Always remember, if something's not right, we can work on fixing it together." It's not that easy, thought Lucy. How can I stop Ralph from teasing me? How can he have a heart and be so mean? Lucy had a hard time falling asleep, worrying about what would happen tomorrow. What do you think is going to happen? The following day, Lucy was surprised to find Ralph leaving her alone, until Lucy took the bag Ralph handed her. Inside were dog bones and a note that read, "Lucy, Lucy eats stinky food that puts us in a big bad mood. Lucy, Lucy, hair shaped like a cone. Here's a treat for you, a yummy dog bone." Was that nice? The beating of Lucy's heart was so loud she knew everyone around her could hear it. "Stop! It hurts my feelings when you do this, Ralph," Lucy said. "Please stop." Ralph turned and walked away. Not a good day. It was recess, and Lucy played alone. She didn't want to tell her teacher about Ralph. She was afraid of being a tattletale. Lucy wished Papa Gino was there to help. What should I do? She asked herself over and over. The bell rang and recess ended. "Help! Help!" cried a child off in the distance. Tony yelled, "Ralph got himself stuck on top of the monkey bars. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen." "This is my chance. I'll go tell Ralph how mean he really is. M-E-A-N mean." Lucy stomped off toward the monkey bars. When she reached Ralph, Lucy paused. She looked him right in the eyes and said, "What you did was so mean." Standing before Ralph, Lucy could hear her papa's words. Ralph did have a heart with feelings. In a moment, Lucy decided what she would do. She saw tears in Ralph's eyes. He hesitated and moved and whispered, "I'm scared." Lucy reached out and said, "Here, take my hand," and she helped him down. He walked back to the classroom without saying a word. I'm not going to show you this part until. As the bus pulled to Lucy's stop, Ralph reached over and handed her a picture. Lucy was amazed by what she saw. "Thanks," she said softly. That was from Ralph. After she got off the bus, Lucy smiled and said, "Papa, there's this boy Ralph who was really mean to me. Today he was in trouble and I helped him." Papa Gino hugged Lucy and replied, "That took a lot of courage. It wasn't the easiest thing to do. You choose to treat others the way you want to be treated. I'm so proud of you, Lucy." They all walked home. She asked him what was for dinner, and Papa Gino said, "Spaghetti." Lucy knew immediately what she would have for lunch the next day. Her favorite sandwich, spaghetti on a hot dog bun. And that's the end of the story. Isn't that a good message? She did the right thing, and he stopped picking on her. Maybe became a better person. So, okay, the riddle makes me laugh. Where did the spaghetti go to dance? You ready? To the meatball. Fun. I miss you. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.